They tell the Coke versus Pepsi war like it was just about taste. But in Jim Crow America, it was about race. Coca-Cola was sold as a white man's drink, and Pepsi? They hired Edward Boyd, one of the first black executives in corporate America, to build the first all-black marketing team. Not out of respect, out of profit. Coca-Cola was born in Atlanta in 1886, right in the Jim Crow South. From the start, Coke ads showed white families, white workers, white leisure, right? And then came the panic. Around 1906, Southern newspapers pushed racist lies that Coke, with its caffeine and before 1904's actual Coke, would make black men violent or lust after white women. Lawmakers even used those fears when passing the Pure Food and Drug Act. Coke's answer was to double down on respectability, market the drink to white middle-class women, keep black consumers invisible. That's how Coke built his empire, selling whiteness in a bottle. By the 1940s, Pepsi saw what Coke refused to see. Black America was a massive market. And in 1947, they hired Edward F. Boyd, one of the first black executives in corporate marketing. He built a 12-man all-black sales team that hit the road across the U.S. selling Pepsi to black consumers. Their ads were revolutionary for the time. Black families at the dinner table, black professionals at work, black kids smiling with the Pepsi in hand. They ran in Ebony, the Afro-American, and black newspapers all across the country. Boyd's team even tied Pepsi to jazz legends like Duke Ellington, weaving the brand into black culture. For the first time, a major company said, "We see you." But make no mistake, this was complete strategy. Pepsi didn't uplift us out of love. They wanted the dollars that Coke left on the table. But even inside, Pepsi's racism never left. Bottlers in the South straight out refused to run Boyd's ads. Some destroyed his materials. Corporate leaders pressured him to tone it down out of fear of white backlash. By 1951, Boyd left the company, but he had already changed history. He proved that black buying power couldn't be ignored. He proved that representation in advertising wasn't charity. It was profit, and it shook the industry. So what do we take from this? Coca-Cola sold whiteness as safety. Pepsi sold blackness as marketable. And Edward Boyd, he carved out the space between, forcing the corporate world to see us, even if only as consumers. That's the blueprint we're still living in today. Companies don't just want diversity. They want markets. They'll target us, feature us, even tokenize us. But equity, ownership, that is not what they're selling. So next time you crack open a Coke or a Pepsi, remember, you're not just drinking soda, you're drinking history. Coke built his empire by locking us out. Pepsi built his brand by letting Edward Boyd and his sales team market us in. But neither of them were selling freedom. They were selling segregation in a bottle.